Right guys, well, got all the bolts in the wings, so, and the piping in the top. Apart from this one up here, which is the captive one, I'm going to have to come up with a plan for that one. I think it might be one of those Aspire speed nut or that sort of affair. But the wing needs to lift a little. The screws down through there. These hinges on here are like a three-piece effort. They've got a this is a steel ball in the top, brass one in the bottom, and all the hinges are independent. They're just screwed with panhead screws. So yeah, I'm just gonna try the door on the hinges and see what it looks like. Got these little soppy pins that go down through. And then there's you can see that little spring and a washer and a nut. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. Well, it's about 5 o'clock now, I think, so another half reasonable day on the car, so that's quite good. Like I said in my last video, I've given up on this silly deadline thing. It's made a heck of a difference. So I feel better about things already. It's just so much nicer not feeling the pressure. It's nice. It's starting to feel like a job, and you know, for me this is a hobby now. So I've got a full-time job that I can moan and bitch about. I don't want to moan and bitch about another one. Oh, my knees are getting too old for this kneeling down malarkey. Right. Oh, crikey. What did Zig say yesterday? Coming back and get some Spanish. I think it was, you can tell you're getting old when you because you grunt like a porn star getting up off the floor. It's dead right. But you laugh. So just put a little bit of tension on the springs. Old spot. Anyway, so you know, I'm quite happy with that. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry. Let's have a look at the gappage. Not too bad. Lines are looking okay. It's a No, that's okay. I'm quite happy with that. Well, that's okay. These A-posts, I had to do a fair bit of surgery on them. They were rotting out. They seemed to rot out on these cars. So that one was a complete new one. I made one from scratch. This one wasn't so bad this side. Like a lot of things, I think. With these cars, it seems to be that they go worse on one side than the other. So this one was the one that was a fresh one completely. I made that up out of I just made a former out of some plywood basically, and these were all made up from templates and things. So that's when the catches are in. I'm quite happy with that. Hi everyone, Scott here in the garage. Hopefully you can see a red nose from the cold and a hat on. Got the old welder's hat. I had a haircut yesterday. Every good farmer knows that you shouldn't shear sheep just before winter, but that's short for me. So the story goes that with the trimmer out, with my normal size guard comb on it, I was sitting there like nice and patient for Mary, the hairdresser. No, she's not a hairdresser, but she does other things, nurse. But she's a hairdresser when she cuts my hair, to cut my hair. Unfortunately, she caught the cable, the cord with her ass, and pulled the thing on the floor, and it broke the comb. But she had to go for the next size down. But never mind. The other disaster that happened was I was uploading yesterday's videos. I had a pretty productive day and got quite a few things done. And I normally take the card out of the camera, slot it into the computer, and transfer the videos from the card onto the computer, and then convert them, and then put them Windows Movie Maker, put them onto that, excuse me, and then upload. But for some strange reason yesterday, after having a good day and all the rest of it, I started doing it, and I was looking through eBay and whatever else I do whilst waiting, and I wanted to start looking at the your guys' videos. So, well, it always goes real slow. The computer is an old thing, and it started to play up. So, and I was looking at the bottom, the toolbar at the bottom, and I saw I had lots of things on there. I started, shutting things down, and I pulled the card out. But what I hadn't done is I hadn't transferred them onto the computer. So, and the first thing I do when I put the card back in the camera is delete any film. So I ended up deleting. I think I made about half an hour's worth of film yesterday, and really cleverly managed to delete. I've got to stop looking at my screen and looking at the lens. I managed to delete the most of the film, so I've only got one yesterday. So I might repeat myself. I'll check and see if I can edit it. Anyway, I had some mail call, and so that's brilliant. And I want to show you what I did, some of what I did yesterday, what I know I've deleted. So I'll do some of that, and then I've had a senior snap. I think where HPR Auto keeps talking about these senior snaps, I came in from work today, sat and had Mary got me a steak. Really, really nice, but I think it's because it was on offer in the shop. But anyway, so I had a nice steak supper, and I had a nap for about an hour. yeah, it's age creeping up. Anyway, so first things I suppose, yeah, a bit of a mail call, something I've been looking for. It's an eBay purchase to try and help turn. It's all part of the plan for the 34 horsepower that we've got to play with at the moment. To oh, pressing that button, zooming in. Sorry. 34 horsepower we've got to play at the moment. We're gonna try and up that. So. Done it again. So we've got some Powermax pistons. They've got only a small dish on them. Not sure what. I'm gonna have to check the numbers and get the info on them. These the wrist pins on these have got a slot in them, as you can see, which is for a clamp bolt. Something that you don't have on modern pistons, obviously. Look what I've done with them. I can show you. So, old pistons, skirt design, really crap, really rubbish. You see the bolt? Let's show it so it's under the light. So you've got it's basically a floating pin, and you've got if I move it across, you've got a clamp bolt. So that's that. So they came. So that's part of the kit ready to build up. I showed you the other day that the shells came, the new shells, original shells. So right, so let's grab this and take it with me. So one of the things we did yesterday was to install some of these in my A-post. If you can work that out. So these are originally it had captive nuts that were welded, but I've used what we call them riv nuts or nut certs. So they act like a little bit like a rivet. If I can get this right, you should be able to see, hopefully, where you put it through like a rivet, like an ordinary hand rivet, and you squeeze it up, and it with the help of the tool, it makes clamps up on the back. So that's that. Oh yeah, and that was the other thing. These Austins, along with a lot of other cars, have this D-shape piping that goes across the top of the wing, which is what got put in yesterday, and I didn't show. I showed you in the first ones and then lost it. So that's in there. I left it long so that when it's finished moving around and doing its thing, it can be trimmed off. It's got to be trimmed there for the side light to come out. Pretty sure I showed you that yesterday, or I'll be showing you tonight. So that was that. I did discover today that it's supposed to have piping down through here, so I need to put that in. I didn't realise that because a lot of them don't have it there for some reason, but originally they did. And last but not least, and more importantly, in case I haven't got it on the other video, got a nice new sticker from WTBM123. Terry there from the great US sent me his great sticker over to go with Tim's Beatles good sticker too. So thank you ever so much for that, Terry and Tim, for your stickers. They're fantastic. That's my wall well and truly started. So that's that. Just to quickly show you as well then this the riv nuts. For those of you that haven't seen them, they're not uncommon, but I guess they're not that common. So you get a tool, looks identical, pretty much identical to a rivet gun. It's got a stop that prevents you from over tightening them and making them too misshapen. So basically you've got Hopefully you can see that, the riv nut, and we put one of these threaded guides in that are has a left-handed thread one end and a right-handed thread the other. Goes in the tool. But also the tool has, I don't know if you can make it out on there, it sways the end a little bit like a brake pipe flaring tool, a little bit like it, that pushes it out flat, flattens it out, and you basically, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll see if I can find a washer that it'll fit, just to show you exactly how it works. Push. I'll have a look first and then I'll get you back. Okay, so what we got is just a piece of steel. It's about, I don't know, 3mm thick. Sorry, let's get it work out this camera. About 3mm thick. It's a good fit. It needs to be a reasonably good fit. So these are for M6, so sort of quarter size. Just basically screw it in. And you give it a good squeeze and hopefully this will work. And you can see the back. Right. And it's left-hand thread on there, so you'll unscrew from the riv nut. So hopefully you should be able to see that you've got it's pulled up on the back and shaped the front, made the front wider. So that's giving me a nice new thread. Another one of my eBay purchases, because I wanted it to look a little bit like original. I didn't want bolts down through where the back part of the wing was exposed. So anyway, so that's what we've ended up with on those back parts of our wings, and they look pretty tidy. I think you agree. They don't look out of place. So we end up with something similar to what was on originally on the car. So yeah, caught up with some great videos again yesterday, which was be Sunday. I was a bit worried after the we'll call it Rust-Oleum gate. Got to say I'm pretty worried about that now, because I said to Greg that I have been painting. Let's get rid of some of this. It's all covered in dust and dirt now, but a lot of my suspension and the back axle, etc., are painted in black Rust-Oleum after etch primer. So a bit worried about that. Guess I'll just have to suck it and see, to be honest, and see how we get on. So anyway guys, the oh yeah, one more thing. The car originally would have had a Flying A. Let's put you there a minute. The car would have originally had this hat's called it, welder's hat. My daughter thinks it's silly, but I think it's cool. It's a bit big actually. A Flying A on the bonnet, so but unfortunately where it was in storage this last couple of years it got vandalised, and we've only got the last bit of the A in the back of the, it should the base of it should come out to about there. So I had a bit of a thought. We got some tool steel. I've got some square stock tool steel. I thought about making a Flying M for Mary. What do you think? So, you know, just form an A, form an M, and still have the flying bits. I could still make another A, but yeah, what do you reckon? Okay, yeah, once again, thank you to the guys for sending their stickers. Got to say, I've been really rubbish with mine, and I still haven't come up with a decent design that's not, well, it's got to say a bit about me, I suppose. So that's it. Hopefully I'll upload this and not screw it up this time, and tomorrow I won't have a senior's nap and actually get on and do something. Get up off my lazy ass and do some work on the car. Alright, okay, guys, I'll catch up with you. Cheers, bye.